Thanks for staying with us. Joining us is a movie producer, entrepreneur, actress known for her outstanding roles in the industry with several awards to her name. Welcome with us, Bogo Big's girls, Laide Bakare in the building. How you doing?
I'm fine.
And congratulations on your new house.
Yes.
We saw the mansion.
Which is not the first.
new mansion.
Which is not the first.
Oh, it's not the first. I thought it was your first house. So.
That's the 5th one.
Hey!
Forever, so
Congratulations.
You've been
wow.
forever.
So how have you been? How is work? How is life? Tell us what's going on with you.
Yeah, so far so good. Alhamdulillah, I'm here today, and I'm able to showcase one of the stuff I've been doing in the past. Because for one reason or the other, I couldn't just showcase that part of me for some time for personal reasons. Because I'm someone that I'm on the quiet side. I love my private life, Yes, I love it private.
Okay.
If I can have my way, that's what I want, and that is what I value. But, sometimes, shit happens, and, before you know it, some stuff are outside. But what I can control, I try to control it. So, for me, I think why I was doing real estate and not really putting it out there was just because I just want to remain my humble self. I don't want noise. I don't want people to feel like, oh, she's a billionaire, she's rich, she's that.
Are you a billionaire?
I can't say it, honestly.
You don't want to tell us now. You won't tell anybody. Are you a billionaire?
No, not billionaire, but what I feel is,
you're good.
I'm good.
Oh, so, high five, I'm good. High five. Nima, let me let you start.
Okay, so for reading about you just yesterday, I found out that you finished from Unilag. And you did strategic studies, I think. But when you came into the industry, you came in through the Yoruba movie industry, and there was this popularity then that most people in that industry didn't need formal education. They just needed to be a theater group member, and that's it. How did you deal with having to join one group or the other to join?
Yeah, it wasn't easy because, coming from the university, because the strategic studies was actually my second. So the first was in UI, theater arts, and then, in fact, the people, in the outside world then acting, they feel like you can't just be coming from school and be claiming some sort of knowledgeable personality in what we do, because this is our craft, this is what we know how to do best, and we are like the best. So you just have to calm yourself down and just pretend you know nothing and listen. So I was able to manage that because I was learning both in the university and outside the world, and that gives me much more advantage to better study, and it pays off. I think it really
actually pays off.
Yes, I know that first you're an actress and everything, but I'm really excited about your real estate life and the mansions you've been building. You said something which is your hustle, your sweat. Many Nigerians always say about, especially female actors, when they come out, their hustle, their sweat. What is your own hustle, really, and what is this sweat?
Yeah, one from day one, right from my secondary school age, that was when I actually got contact with the movie makers. So right from when I was 15 years, I've been acting, because all the, the major movie makers, they come to my father's hotel for recording, and so I used to help a lot in giving them whatever they need in terms of space, living room, bedroom, and all that. So they kind of, like my personality, and they invited me to join. So right from my first day on set, I got paid, and I got paid handsomely, and it was quite worth it. And I feel like, oh, okay, so I found a job right from when I was in JSS3, and I feel like, oh, more, I don't need to go and be,
Let me take it.
Maybe that's why you decided to do theater acts immediately.
Yeah, immediately, yeah. So I felt...
Let's talk about social media, because your interview is great. We like controversies.
Okay.
Because before you came, we're talking about one of your colleagues in the industry, Kechi Blessing,
someone you had
on and on about her man and everything. I don't want us to focus on her because I don't want you talking about anybody. But this new way of, I'm upset with you, me and you are falling out, and we go on social media and we scatter everything. What's your thoughts on that? Because we've seen quite a bit of it happening on social media every day. People go here, come and complain. What's your own thoughts on it?
Well, I feel it's shameful, and I feel most of the time some people are abnormal. Because, because I really don't think, you know, it's okay for you to, you know, just pick up your phone and begin to say stuff about your personal life in the open like that. Like, I can't even have a one-on-one argument with someone in a corner of a room, not to talk of, you know, me doing all that from my phone and posting it to the world. And sometimes I feel like, hey, people are going through a lot, so maybe this is one way they kind of let it out, and maybe they feel okay. But I feel that's kind of abnormal.
Right.
So, for
It's not
me,
something that you would do.
I will never, no, never. Sometimes
This is a trade. This is a business for some of them. This is what to give. This is content for them.
Yes, unfortunately it is. Unfortunately it is, because when you are modest, you know, you're disciplined, you go your way, you know, you do right, you act right on social media, you hardly get patronage. But when you know, you turn yourself to, you know, some sort of...
Juice.
Well, but, you know, all these crazy people who have followers more than you do, they will influence for brands more than you do, and they get more money.
Many of them have 5 mansions.
It's a big, that's the difference, you know, when it's not organic, it's not genuine, it's fake. But you have to fake it until you make it. You have to be some sort of, you know, a nuisance for people to follow you, because, you know, be a shy Yoruba, man, will do work.
But she be
When you do that, people want to see, people want to watch, because it's really not easy. It's not everybody that don't see that with it. So, but you that you
Maybe
are
they were just acting it. Maybe she was just acting it.
Mariah, that proverb is apt. Apt. Because that's why, that's the only way I can understand having so much followers, people staring, people commenting. So the Yoruba proverb she just said is that a madman is easy to watch.
Enjoyable, not easy.
Everybody wants to give birth to that madman. So that seemed to be like the drama was saying. But beyond the madness of it, is that sadly we are getting into this space where people feel is right. Like, I'll call you out. You do something, we will take it to Instagram, we will take it online and fight. How do we begin to change this level of craze happening online?
You can't change it. It can always get worse. It can never be changed, because either ways, people are moving to the next level, because you realize you see someone today, you know, a nobody, and just with that craziness, you know, that's somebody to be like someone
that's why Big Brothers people.
And before you know it, they're rubbing shoulders with, you know, I am mighty in the society, and they're like, and people, and they're modeling it to, you know, younger ones, and they're like, me say, I go start the craze. If I craze, open my body.
I'm telling you, you see all these people, even a few of them come out, cross-dressers, God bless you. Celebrities has gone to London and he's doing masters degree.
Before you know it, you know, they're up there, you know. Either way, they might not really, you know, be who they are, who they project to be. But one way or the other, life is better for them now.
Yoruba actresses for behaving this way. So, and I know that there's a body that you have. Is there a body that sort of helps to guide and punish and sanction behaviors that they feel that may be unbecoming of your association?
It used to be, but I don't think no more. Because now everything is digitalized. You're on your own. You can be your own boss from the corner of your room with your smartphone and your computer. And before you know it, you're your boss. So you can say anything to anybody and you get away freely.
There is a perspective that Yoruba actresses really, there's nothing there, that many of them just, where are they getting this money from? Is it from this they're acting? And you have said you're doing real estate. There's somebody watching you now and say, how did you start real estate? How are you buying? How you selling? What exactly made you rich?
Oh, okay. In my own case, it's going to be some sort of story that I never even imagined I could tell on air. But maybe for the first time I can share this, because it was never in my plan. I love acting. It's what I've been doing since when I was, you know, little, when I was a teenager. So, and from my background, my family background, you know, wealthy background, my mom, my dad, you know, everybody, even in my area, everybody, I would like Laide Bakare children and all that. But when I got involved with, you know, marriage happens, and, you know, I dropped everything. I dropped my ambition. I dropped everything because I feel I was married to a billionaire, and I really don't need to work. Not me, but he doesn't really want me to. And something happened, you know, some sort of, you know, little thing like that. It was at fault, and the next thing is get out of my house. And before I know it, I looked back and I was like, get out of my
your house?
Really? So I really needed to, you know, take my leave and all that and think back on house.
No wonder now five. Now five friends.
So I had to restructure my life. I had to, start all over again. I had to pause acting for some time and look elsewhere. Then I travel a lot. There are so many opportunities when you travel. So I tried to tap into some opportunity. Then I was getting
more money here
and I was coming back home to buy. I could buy cars, buildings. That were old. I demolished. I built for 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms in all the high-rise. I have 9. Anyway, I don't like to talk about that.
Fantastic. But, so you started that way.
Yeah,
and now
I started that way. Yeah, so all my properties have been doing for commercial purposes.
Wow.
Rental.
Yeah. So
fantastic. Well done.
Yeah, because at a point I feel like, okay, let me do one.
So this one that you recently launched, this is your own personal house.
Well, it is my personal house, but now, real estate now. So when you have money, you might sell it and you build another one, or you retain it. Or, it's money now. You're selling that money now. You do something like almost 150 million naira, and you've gotten an offer of 180. You might just sell it and do another one and another one. So I feel this particular one was actually done under 4 months, and even me myself, I was like, wow, is this possible? Then I feel like I could help a whole lot of people. Then why still not project this real estate part of me? And I feel like, okay, so this is the time. So to push it. Yeah.
Okay, so
that's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm really, really happy for you. Honestly, we need to celebrate. Real estate is, I'm in the industry, so I understand. But there are some controversies that... Controversies that this is a platform to clear the air, We're happy that you're here. Social media sometimes you don't even know what is true from what is wrong. So there was a story that came out that we don't even know if it is true. They say you and another of our auntie, Kemi Afolabi, that you people, you yam scatter ishwata happened because of one actor, a man, and we don't know if it is true, but they say it was a really serious fight. So, but people have now resolved it. Yeah. So is the man still with you, or the man is now with her?
No, not going anywhere. Unfortunately, that's the craziness we really need to deal with these days. When you pick up your phone, maybe you're bored, maybe you're depressed, you don't really know what to write. It has never happened to me. So sometimes, like recently, even about my, my new house. I was told an actress posted something like, since all of us, they lie now. Even my own house cost. And people started tagging me and talking to her and said, oh, don't mind her. She's crazy. Doesn't say anything. Why would she say, somebody that built house in Mowe Ibafo, one bungalow in Mowe Ibafo, and the bungalow, and the land said was 3 million naira or 2 million naira now. So you can imagine when she bought it. And now talking to you, where you buy your own land, 70 million naira, not talk of the building on it. And I'm not like, so people will always, and I'm like, I check online, I saw it, and I'm like, this person never mentioned my name. Yeah. So if she said, since we lied, she knows she is a liar. So that is what she does for a living, and that is what makes her cool. My name was not mentioned, so I ignored it. Even as I ignored it, bloggers still come to my page to do something and do something and
join together.
And I'm like, hey. So the Kemi Afolabi issue, no, there was nothing like that. Why I don't even understand. So what happened was, I think she posted something. She posted, because we called ourselves 2020, and she posted, Talo the 20th, so no, she said, now she give me fame. And clearly I knew she was talking to me, and I was like, what happened now? That day, that just caught the bad side of me, and I'm like, it be like, say, this keeping quiet, you know, be really low. So me too, I tried like, who be your twinnie? So I did that, and before you know it, the people that knows our relationship and fight with other colleagues on the particular guy, they just concluded that it was because of that guy. And the guy that me, I've never even, I'm like, maybe I've acted on set with him once or twice. I don't even know anything about him. And he said,
so who's your daddy now? Who's your daddy now? Who's the man?
Who's the man?
Who's there?
Who's your Lorioko?
Now?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Let's keep that
Oh, wait. You tell us during the break. Let's go on the break. You tell us. Stay with us. Spill these beans. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Telephone me. Telephone money. I go like you get that custody.
That's you acting, being versatile. Yes, Nimar.
So, well, the issue of the
significant other.
Yes,
Tell
tell
What's your
us
relationship with Tunde Oriowo?
Well, yeah, let me tell you something. My life, sometimes I think I designed it by myself. Yeah, you know, growing up, I just sat down, I said, I want to have a baby. I wasn't thinking of marriage. So I said, I want to have a baby. So I had my first child. And when I wanted to have more babies, I decided to have more babies. Okay, now...
I don't understand.
No, I need to have connection with a guy.
Okay.
So now, so when you ask, who is the man, or what's the relationship and all that, so for me, my own belief is the paramount thing in my life is my happiness and my children's happiness. Marriage is not for everybody. It is not a must that I'm married. Yeah. Sometimes I look into the future and like, okay, when one gets older, do you really need someone to be by your side and all that? But am I really ready, you know, from now to take it from now to that point? If I found a very good man, but if not, I think I'm okay when I'm alone. So he's the father of my children. We're cool, and I just wanted to remain like that, like that, because you know, from onset, it wasn't really about love. It was about I want to have babies.
So they carry his name or your name?
Yes. So his name. No, it's not. So
she cannot
have babies.
You know, I need to ask this question. You know, there's this thing online, small girl, big God, and we know the big God is all the baba in the scene. And you know, there's this lady, lady or man, we don't even know who the person is, that is always causing wabulence on Instagram, that would dig up some stories about people. We always pray that we don't enter the trap of this person. But what would you say about this flamboyant fake lifestyle that your celebrities, your friends, your colleagues are displaying on Instagram and the impact on our young people?
Well, it's the impact that is, you know, is the impact that is sad because, you know, if you decided to live your life like that, it's okay. But, you know, what you model to the next generation, and before you know it, it seems like the whole world is falling apart and that you can never be right. Okay, like, for instance, during my housewarming party, I have all this celebrity, online Instagram celebrity that actually pledges cow, you know, promise this, promise that, even took, you know, the Ashwebi without even paying and all that. And I'm like, you people used to do things online. How come you can't pay for Ashwebi? You can't even, you're just making mouths. You want to do something. So is that life? You know, you ask yourself, like, these people, they're not what they claim they are. So I will just plead to, you know, younger ones coming up. Like, forget all this, you know, fake life.
So earlier I'd asked you, maybe I didn't put it properly, I asked you and I said, what was this hustle? What is this sweat? And I just thought maybe you could just give us the story, like when you said you started acting at 15. You know, I wanted to hear stories of savings, investment, not just because I want to hear your personal story, just as a way of encouraging someone, like, okay, when you earn your money, you don't chop it all. I put some aside and things like that. So that's what I was asking.
You invest your money, you need to invest them because, you know, most especially real estate is capital intensive, so you can't really do real estate without, you know, having what it takes, which is huge capital. So you can't, you know, just, like me, you hardly see me, you know, this glamorous life my colleagues live. Before you know it, you know,
you live it now.
You really see it. I'm always moderate. You know, sometimes you have an event, and before you know it, they will get a hotel.
What are you working on that you want us to know about? Is there anything, movie coming up, anything?
My Simline Properties. So we're launching it soon, big time, and we'll start working on it. Yeah, then my
real estate company.
Yeah, it's Simline Properties. Yeah, so then my movies, because now I want to concentrate more on directing. So I've directed a couple of movies. And
well done.
Now I'm doing another one, Kishi and Kiye.
So we should come and audition.
One of us is an actor, so we'll send her to you.
Anybody can act.
Thank you. Fantastic. Let's go on a break. We'll see you tomorrow. No, tomorrow is
Saturday.
We'll see you Monday. Have a great day. Bye-bye.